Wait a minute, what is this all about? If you consider yourself the leader of your household, never has there been a more important time than today to pay attention to politics. By the way, if you love Trump and you're already committed to voting for him, you're going to love this interview because there's a lot of things he's never talked about before. If you hate Trump and nothing can change your mind, you're also going to love this interview. But if you're part of the independent, undecided voter that's sitting there saying, I really want to make up my mind of who I'm voting for, I address 3 issues. Personal life. I asked him a question at the end about personal that played a clip for him. You'll get to decide if you got emotional or not. You'll see body language for yourself and say, man, I'd never seen this side before of him, right? I asked him questions about business. I asked him a question about when he became president, you went into the White House first, who were the power players? Who was the most, was it director of CIA? Was it Big Pharma? Was it military? Who was it? I never thought the answer he was going to give me and what name he gave to some of the people. I've never heard him say that.
Pretending that there's people in his audience that hate Trump. Me, you, we're on the audience.
Before, he reacted to a few videos about Barack Obama. I showed him a couple charts he had never seen before. But all I will tell you is you're going to see things that's never been discussed with them before for the first time ever in this interview. So with that being said, again,
he's going to say, are you gay?
Are you gay?
Me? No.
If you consider yourself the leader of your household, where your voice matters, your vote matters, I would pay attention to every single minute of this interview with the one and only President Donald J.
What do you mean the leader of the household?
Trump.
30 seconds.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm so close I could taste sweet
Wait, this is his intro song?
victory. I know this life meant for me. Yeah, why would you bet on Goliath when we got Bet David? Valuetainment, giving values contagious.
Oh my God! Why would you bet on Goliath when we got Bet David? This guy in a song said valuetainment as a bar. We got to run it back. I'm sorry.
One and only President
I got to run it back.
J. Trump.
30 seconds.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm so close I could taste sweet victory. I know this life meant for me. Yeah, why would you bet on Goliath when we got Bet David? Valuetainment, giving values contagious. This world of entrepreneurs, we get no value to haters. How they run, homie, look what I become. I'm the one.
That was incredible, dude. That was incredible, dude. He's got MLM bars, dude. He's got pyramid scheme bars. Oh my God. I have nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. This right here. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT, dude. This is the GOAT. That's my king. That's my king. That's my king. We are but mere servants to him.
For the podcast, we've been waiting to do this for a long time. However, whether you love him or hate him, there's one thing you have to know. In my opinion, he is the only trifecta we've ever had in the history of America. Let me tell you why I call him a trifecta. We've only had one person who's won in business and became the king of New York, became a billionaire. That's one. 2, he won in media. #1 show, Apprentice, 15 years in a row. 3, he becomes a president. So he won in business, he won in media, he won in politics. Again, there's never been a person who's done that. Like I said, whether you love him or hate him, you have to respect him. Mr. President, it's great to have you.
That was a nicer introduction.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You are a one of one.
Yeah, let's end the show right now.
Okay, so I want to get right into it. I got a lot of questions I want to ask you. Some of it's personal, some of it's business, some of it's politics. But something happened last week. Barack Obama, he's at this event, he's speaking.
Right.
And he's given this message about your economy, how great the economy was. And then at the end of it, he says, you didn't build that economy. I built this. I kind of want to get your reaction on this talk that he's given. Rob, if you can put that up.
And the reason some people think...
Bro didn't even wait. He came in hot. He was locked in the chamber. He had that ready to rip, dude. He's like, come on. Let's start talking about Barack Obama. He's a piece of He's lying about saying he built the economy that's real good.
Wow, I don't know. I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did. I had spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. So just in case everybody has a hazy memory, he didn't do nothing. accept those big tax cuts.
So how do you feel about this when you see him saying this last week?
I think he's angry. He pretends not to be, but I think he's an angry guy. He's a nasty guy.
Dude, seeing Trump in a gamer chair gives me so much heart. It gives me so much joy. Like him just like him just like going back and forth, side by side, just like, yes, he's angry. He's an angry little man.
He's got a little bit of an edge, and he's angry about a lot of things. You look at what happened with Biden, and you look at what he did with Biden. He really hurt Biden because I'm not sure he wouldn't have imploded anyway. We had the debate, and he was down quite a bit, and they walked out, and they just took it away from him. I mean, if you think about it, they stole the election from a sitting president. That's, I always say coup. But the word coup, I don't think it's accurate enough. They just walked in and took it away from him. That is a legendary thing. He didn't.
Bro hitting the angry black man line not even 5 minutes into the debate. He did do that, but also calling this a debate is really funny. If you think like in debates, they just kiss midway through, because I suspect that this is going to, maybe they won't actually directly have their lips touch one another, but the vibes wise, it will seemingly look like that. It will feel like
he's
that.
angry now. They're all angry, the Democrats, if you think.
That's true. Okay, they did do that in the VP debate.
He's angry. They're both angry. But no, I watched that last week, and I think he spoke down to black men. I thought it was terrible the way he spoke to them.
You think it's effective? You think he still carries the same stick as he did, maybe 8 years ago or 12 years ago?
No, I don't think it is. No, I don't think he does. I think people have gotten smart. And no, I don't believe he does at all. I hadn't seen him. He's changed a lot. Visually, he's changed. I like to say visually as opposed to from the look standpoint, because, of course, looks don't matter anymore in politics, You say looks don't matter. It doesn't make any difference because we want to be politically correct, but they do matter. But he's changed. His look has changed actually quite a bit. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Damn, he used so many words to just say Obama got old as dude. Also, he is the drone king, okay? He is the drone king for sure. He's a deportation king, but he's significantly better looking than Donald Trump. Like, not even a question. So on that front, it's like kind of wild to be like, Obama, the thing that he is bad at is looking good. He does not look good.
By the way, Rob, I think that's even 4 years ago. I think it's even more than it is
Well,
today.
no, but the statement he just made was a couple of days ago. And that
it was a couple of days ago. And it's similar to the statement he made back in 2012 when he told business owners, you didn't build that. Remember when he said that? I don't know if you remember that whole comment. I think this is the speech, Rob, if you want to play this.
If you got a business, that you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
So this becomes a pattern of
communism.
You see a pattern of communism there?
No, I mean, that's basically the view. We didn't do anything.
Right.
Government did it. Somebody did it, but anybody but us.
Do you think this works with the undecided voter? Do you think the undecided voter that's sitting, our audience, they're entrepreneurs, they're small business owners, they're family, they have kids, they want to win, they got dreams, they want to do something. Do you think a message like that from him lands on the business owner, on the undecided voter, on the person that says, you know what, I think he's right, I'm going to go vote for him? Do you think it works?
I think you don't have that many undecided voters. I think by now you have very strong Trump voters. I don't think you have strong Democrat voters, but I don't think you have strong Kamala voters. What's to vote for? I mean, take a look. She can't do an interview. Has she been in here to do an interview?
No, not yet.
I don't think you'll see her.
She's claiming she's going to go on Rogan.
Well, that'll be interesting. So am I.
I heard.
When is that going to happen? The election is like a day from now. Like, there isn't that much time remaining between now and the election. Like, how is that? Dude, next week is going to be a content bomb. Holy next week's about to be crazy if they do it next week, I suspect. Holy dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it shouldn't be this way. Let me just explain to you something, okay? It shouldn't be. What I'm about to describe to you is the reality, and it shouldn't be the reality. But I do legitimately think this double Rogan header for Kamala and Donald Trump is going to be significant. And that, to me, is devastating about the future of American politics. I know a lot of people that have brought up in totally random, irrelevant conversations that they are waiting to see what the Joseph Robinette Rogan conversation is going to look like what that podcast is going to look like. That's how stupid the median voter is in general. Okay. Considering the track record of Trump in moments like this versus someone like Kamala Harris, like, I can't believe the keys are in the hands of a toe-shaped man who very famously used to deny that the moon landing happened and now has become an anti-vaxxer, like an actual ape man.